I was skeptical about this one. I mean, I've seen my fair share of refurbished servers over the years, and most of them sound like jet engines when they boot up. But this Hewlett Packard Enterprise DL380 G11? It's quieter than my gaming PC and packs more punch than a small data center. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I first ran into this server while helping a friend set up a small virtualization lab. He needed something beefy enough to run multiple VMs without breaking the bank, and honestly, I didn't think a used enterprise server would cut it. But after powering it on, I was blown away by how smooth everything ran. The dual Intel Gold 6430 processors with 32 cores each handled virtual machines like they were nothing. I spun up 4 Windows Server 2019 VMs at once, and the system barely broke a sweat. That's when I knew this wasn't just another loud, power-hungry box, it was a workhorse. Now, let's talk storage. This thing comes with 4 8TB 7.2K SAS drives, giving you a total of 32 terabytes of raw storage. That's a ton of space for backups, media libraries, or even a small-scale NAS setup. The included MR408 RAID controller with a 12 gigabits per second SAS expander makes managing those drives a breeze. I set up a RAID 10 array for redundancy, and the performance was solid, no lag when accessing large files or running database queries. If you're someone who needs reliable, high-capacity storage without dropping thousands on a new NAS, this server is a steal. Networking is another area where this machine shines. It comes with 4 1GBE NICs, which might not sound like much compared to 10 GBE setups, but for most home labs or small business needs, it's more than enough. I used 2 of the NICs for a teamed connection to my router, giving me better throughput and failover support. The other 2 I dedicated to internal VM traffic, keeping everything organized and reducing congestion. If you're running a virtualization environment, having dedicated network paths is a game changer for performance and security. Cooling and power efficiency are often overlooked in servers, but not with this one. The dual 800W PSUs are redundant, so if one fails, the system keeps running without a hiccup. Plus, the fans are surprisingly quiet, you'll barely hear it over your office chatter. I've had servers that sounded like a vacuum cleaner, but this HPE DL380 G11 stays cool and quiet even under heavy load. That's a huge plus if you're setting it up in a home office or a small workspace where noise matters. Another thing I love about this server is its expandability. The 12-bay LFF design means you can add more drives down the line if you need to. I started with 4 8TB drives, but I could easily swap in larger ones or even add SSDs for faster storage later. The system also supports up to 3 terabytes of DDR5 RAM, though this model comes with 32 gigabytes. That's plenty for most virtualization tasks, but if you're pushing it with dozens of VMs, you can always upgrade. The DL380 G11 is built to grow with you, which is rare in refurbished gear. Now, I won't sugarcoat it, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. First, this is a server designed for enterprise use, so it's not exactly compact. It's a full 2U rack mount unit, which means you'll need a proper rack or at least a sturdy shelf to mount it on. If you're working with limited space, that's something to consider. Second, while the included Windows Server 2019 standard evaluation is great for testing, it's only licensed for 180 days. You'll need to provide your own license if you plan to use it long-term. That's not a deal-breaker, but it's worth noting up front. Overall, though, this Hewlett Packard Enterprise DL380 G11 is a fantastic value for anyone needing a powerful, reliable virtualization server. Whether you're running a home lab, a small business setup, or even a personal cloud, it delivers the performance and flexibility you'd expect from a much pricier system. The dual 32-core processors, massive storage capacity, and quiet operation make it a standout choice in the refurbished market. If you're in the market for a server that can handle serious workloads without breaking the bank, this one's worth a look. Check it out using the link below and see for yourself why it's become a favorite in my setup.